Hi friends, host Eric here, host Talking with Fence People. This guy is doing a pretty successful job of using comments to advertise his channel. He's successful enough that he's got me to go, okay, let me see what this guy's about. Let's watch a little bit of it.
I just got another thought. I was just thinking about something completely, I'm just thinking about something completely different. And this is my personality type. I discovered I'm an ENTP, which, for those of you that don't know what that means, it just means that we're fucking amazing. I'm kidding, obviously. But no, the way my brain works is I'm very, very all over the place, and it's very hard for me to stay centered on one thing. But I was just thinking right now of like back how I was in high school, and it makes perfect sense why I was so cool with so many people. I was talking to this girl recently, and she used a perfect analogy. She was saying that INFJs are like onions with different layers that you have to work to open up, versus the people that are ENTPs, they're like a clam who has all these emotions and things inside, but it's really hard to actually get to open them up and get deep with them and kind of get to know them on a really, really personal level. But yeah, in high school, like for me at least, I was all over the place. I was cool with the kids that like played soccer. I was cool with the kids that played basketball. I was cool with a lot of the kids that were nerds, you know, by my definition. They were the smart kids, the kids that really enjoyed diving deep on subjects. I was cool with the refs, the Cuban kids. Like those were my homeboys, and a lot of them I still talk to today. I was cool with the goths because I loved rock music and I loved all kinds of music. So I really meshed well with everybody, and it makes perfect sense as I'm learning about the ENTP why I was the way I was. Me and I am whatever you say I am. But I feel like this is something that can be taught. Obviously, we have to get it more concrete and get more validity to it, but they're already doing that in schools. Dario Nardi, if you guys aren't aware, has the book Neuroscience of Personality Types, and I'm about halfway through that book right now, and it's really interesting because they're finding that the stuff that Carl Jung was theorizing previously in the past has some scientific backing now. Like it's certain personality types use certain parts of the brain, and holy shit, I just realized I've been on like 8 different subjects when I'm supposed to be talking about this fucking first video. God damn it, whatever, this is gonna be going, and I know some of you guys have gotten a couple messages that a couple of you guys enjoy these ranting videos because it's like I'm all over the place and you enjoy this, versus some of you guys said, hey, you gotta be more focused, you gotta be more in line. I'm gonna try to be doing both kinds of videos to please both people, but ultimately I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want because I'm here to help the people that can see the wisdom in the stuff that I'm teaching, which was a little egotistical of me to say, but whatever, I'm over it. Alright, where was I? Yes, the Myers-Briggs is a very, very good attempt at decoding the human personality, and if we can get to the point where we have a full understanding of this, which I don't think we will anytime soon, we're probably light years away from that because it's very, very complex. Or who knows, man, the way the stuff's advancing, you never know. But you can kind of get two people in a relationship that are meant to be in a relationship, not meant to be because that's a little too like specific, like, oh, this is the person that you have to be with, but, and you know, people can make it work because love is love. But when it comes to having someone that meshes well with what it is that you are and the way that your brain works and the way that you perceive the world, we can get to the point where, you know, the divorce rate's going to go down, and we are already seeing this because the human relationship is so complex. We're already seeing these movements that, you know, less and less people, especially people my age, which is what worries me because I think relationships are a beautiful thing, and you know, having someone that you need and then you guys build a future together, build an empire, as they say, and have that girl that's there with you all the time. A part of me still craves that, but another part of me realizes that we're kind of going to be going through a tough time, my generation specifically, because we have, you know, the MGTOW movement, which is men that are basically saying fuck women, we don't need them in our lives, we just need our brothers, and that's all we're going to focus on, yet acquiring wealth and forget about the females. And then you have the women of the feminine movement, which those women, a lot of women are already moving away from that, which is pretty interesting to see. But I feel like the Myers-Briggs is a really, really good thing that we can use as, I don't know what the microphone is, a really useful thing that we can use if we have more people starting to look into it, because there's a lot of scientific proof that there is, it's not 100%, like this is proof that it 100% is the way it is now, but they're working towards getting there, and it's really interesting to see being at the forefront of all of this going down. I'm glad I discovered this, so Angie, thank you very much, I appreciate you for putting me onto this, because this is very, very interesting. And for those of you guys that have not looked into the Myers-Briggs, there's a huge community of people out there that are really interested in this stuff, and if you're interested in learning this, just Google, you know, search on meetup.com for certain communities, certain groups of people that meet up and talk. I've actually started my own meetup, and I already have about 50 people in the group of people that are interested in this kind of thing. But yeah, meetup is a really, really good tool. This is a little side tip for you that's has no relevance to the MBTI, but if you have a certain hobby that you enjoy and you don't find it on meetup, start your own meetup and get people, because odds are there's people out there that are wanting to meet up and talk to people about this stuff because it's so interesting and none of their friends find it interesting, but they're too afraid, because I was terrified of starting the meetup group. I'm about to start, I'm hosting the first meetups in the next week or two to you know, get everybody introduced, and it's really good practice for setting up events and stuff like that. But regardless, just set up a meetup and have people that are interested in that kind of stuff meet you, and then it gets rid of that, because I've realized, I'm going to go off on another fucking tangent here, but as I've gotten older, it's a lot harder to make friends, especially friends on a deep level, because people, by the time you meet someone that's another adult, for example, they've already been hurt by some people, so their trust tends to be like, you know, iffy, and they kind of hide themselves and until they actually get comfortable with you and then open up, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm pretty good at that as myself. I think it's part of one of the gifts of my personality type is I'm very good at opening people up. And there's obviously not everybody, but a lot of people I'll meet them and I'll throw out these certain things, and I'm able to show them that, hey, look, I'm human and I've done pretty stupid things, but you can trust me, I'm not going to rat anybody out because Alright, so here's, oh god, here's a little thing that I do myself. So I'll reveal, and I realize in every relationship there's going to be two people that there's going to be one person that always has to take the initiative and be the one to open up. Like you have to show the other person, hey, look inside me, not literally, but like, hey, look inside of me and see that I've done some pretty dark things in my past. I'm not going to judge you if you tell me, because by giving them this, you're essentially saying like, hey, you now have the power to go and tell everybody about me and all the stuff that I've done. So if you tell me something, we're going to be even, because we each have something on each other. And it seems like a power play, but it's not really. It's more so to gain trust from the person. And yeah, just a little side tip for you. So yeah, I'm going to be, there's so many things that I want to do. And this is, I was actually reading Daniel Di Piazza's book. It's called Ditch Your Average Job, Start an Epic Business, and Score the Life You Want. And it's a really fascinating book. I'm about halfway through. And And it's really interesting because one of the things that a lot of the things that he talks about, one of the things that he talks about is, you know, getting that focus and getting discipline and working on the one thing that it is that you know you need to be doing. Which I'm going to make a video on in the future. This video is primarily, you know, the titles I want to get. It's 50 different topics when the title is just about the MBTI. And this video, the main thing I want to talk about is the reason why I'm so obsessed with the MBTI. Which, by the way, I know I've gone into 50 different topics, but just think about this, that this is my brain. Like, everything I just said right now is my brain on an average day. So you can understand why there's people out there. And if you're somebody that's like very structured and very organized and very good, have some empathy and realize that there's people like me out there that we have all these things going on in our head, and it's really hard for us to stop it. Like, we don't have control over it like you do, like, because we have some of the functions that are weaker than some of the other ones. Which, if you guys don't know, I'm gonna put the function stack for mine: intuition, thinking, feeling, and sensing. Sensing being my weakest traits. Out of those 4 functions, everybody has all 4. Just some people use one primarily. And out of those 4, there's going to be 2 subcategories in each one, whether it's extrovert or introvert. So you have FIFE, TITE, SISE, and NI and E. Now, depending on where you are in the MBTI, you will have all of these 4 functions. It's just that they're going to be flipped around and mixed around. And, you know, it depends on whether your primary function is a perceiving function or a judging function, which I'm not going to make this video a full course on the MBTI, but I just want to give some of you guys a quick little rundown. If you've already made it to this part of the video, because I'm pretty sure 98% of the people have already clicked off within the first 2 minutes of this video because they are just like, oh my god, I can't even keep up with this guy that I can play, and they close out the video. So, yeah, those are the 4 functions, and then depending on which subcategory of the function you have is how it's going to play out for you in regards to how you see the world. So, I just want to leave you guys with this. Realize that there's people out there, everyone else in the world can see the world. There's people that see it just like you, but there's also people that see the world in a different way than you, and your strengths.
So, like I said, I'm pretty sure most TwFP viewers are going to say this guy is not an ENTP. Some of you may disagree, and some of you may say he is an ENTP. I don't know. He seems like an ESTP to me. At the very beginning of the video, he talks about just having come back from the gym or whatnot, and well, the thing is, he even seems a little bit like an ENTJ. I would say he's not an ENTP. He's either an ENTJ or an ESTP. Why? What reasons do you guys have for not thinking this guy's an ENTP? If you do think he's an ENTP, I don't even think I want to go into my reasons right now. I'd like to get everybody else's thoughts on this one. Neurotic Alpha, you did a good job of being borderline spammy enough to make me go, what's this guy all about anyway? So, there you go. That's my thoughts on it. What do I think about it? I mean, it's frustrating to see he reminds me of that other guy I type policed, right? It's like, this guy is not the type he says he is, as far as I mean, that's my gut on it anyway. It's just my gut. I don't even give proof or anything, obviously. You can't falsify MBTI type. Now, look, you can't falsify race either. I say race doesn't exist. Well, the difference being, I mean, you can falsify some types for sure. So, like, if you can test TI is most testable of them, but you can test the other ones directly too, to some extent or another. To some extent, I just got to figure out how to do it still. But anywho, yeah, you're not an ENTP as far as I can tell. I mean, I didn't just chat with you for a while, and then I can test your NE directly. You seem like an NI user to me. ENTJ probably. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. It's a substance that makes up the majority of your blood. Blood's mostly cheese.